Here we go, here we go. First video in my training vlog. This is why I work out. I love eating. Cooking is awesome. I used to be really fat, still am pretty chubby. But I started working out because of my weight. I played high school football, and with football, you could pretty much eat much as you want, any sorts of junk, and if you train about 4 or 5 hours a day, a lot of it just went to muscle. You didn't really care about your macros, calories whatsoever. You just had to eat a good amount of food, and you just worked hard. But the problem was, after high school football ended, I still kept eating like a football player. Eventually, I ballooned from 240 pounds to 210 pounds at my peak. Now, I've always been pretty fat throughout my childhood, but that kind of put me over the edge. So, like any other members of the public, I started working out on January 1st, the New Year's resolution. I took one personal training session, and that's all that I needed for some reason. A lot of my former clients, they need several sessions, but I did one, moved on to circuit training style, and once I got to college, I did more of a bodybuilding style with a couple of good friends of mine, which I still talk to very this day, and still very good friends with them. But after college, I started moving more onto powerlifting style. I thought during college I would have a lot more time to work out, which bodybuilding style requires. But life happens, man, and after college I got actually busier. So I started following more of a powerlifting style, tried a bunch of different kinds out. I actually did kind of powerlifting style back in college too, but now I'm sticking with more of a solid programming structure. I'm doing a Wendler 531 with my own variations, a lot of bodybuilding style or type of training thrown in. I still enjoy doing that. I still love working out, or training rather. And just want to document what my journey is. None of my weights are very impressive. Kind of a medium weight before I started hitting the impressive numbers. But I figured if I was more on top of things, if I actually documented, I would be more honest with myself, with my progress. So that's why I started. Today is squat day. Starting off with weight was 225 for 5. One thing with squats is I've never really had too much trouble with it, but I need a good mindset going in. There's a lot of concentration that goes into it. One problem that I have these days is called a butt wink, where you don't keep your core tight in the bottom. You lose concentration. It looks like I have pretty good control over here, but coming into this workout, I had a lot of things on my mind. Work was pretty busy, a lot of travel next week, so I was a little shot. But then again, some workouts I come in without a pre-workout, I feel great. This workout, as you can see, kind of it'll start breaking down. Now, I do require a lot of warm-up before I work out. By the time the second set rolls out, I'm usually primed up. The problem becomes I start getting a lot cocky, and I stop concentrating. So at that last rep right there, I don't know if you saw that, but the upper back started caving in. So now once I get to my heaviest set of well, today's 295, we're aiming for 7, minimum of 5. My mind isn't my mind's kind of primed up, but it isn't constant. It isn't where it should be. I should be focusing on all the steps, but once I get primed up, I get cocky, but at the same time, fatigue starts setting in a little bit. It's kind of a weird mix. I just blast my music, and I don't concentrate as much. So, what my cue of keeping my chest up, or in the videos, is where my elbow placement is. I would try to concentrate on keeping my chest up, so at the same time, tuck my elbows more perpendicular to the floor. But as we'll see, it will start cocking backwards once I get tired. I'll walk out. Get a gut. Jeez. Starting already with a grinder. That wasn't too bad. But as you can see, the elbow already pops backwards, and my hips shoot up a lot quicker. That's the third set. Or sorry, it's the third rep. Fourth rep. Not as bad. Kind of getting the groove of it. And then trying to do a little longer break. Fifth rep. So one thing I have to keep in mind is keeping my chest up. Otherwise my hips shoot up real fast. Sixth rep. I'm taking a longer break. At this point I'm getting pretty exhausted. Going for my seventh rep down here. And then I think what I did was I lost count. I said, oh, better just do one more just to make sure. But then it turned into a leaning tower of yeah, I gotta put a little more effort into that one. But I mean, it's just a work in progress. And after I do my back squats, one thing I've been doing a lot actually is front squats. Front squats, something, I don't know why, started obsessing over it. I actually enjoy it a lot more. It helps me in an accessory workout because it keeps my chest up. A lot more upper body involvement. Another thing is, although this one I'm not really holding on the bar, I used to do the front squat with cross arm, but with improved shoulder mobility, I think also in help with the front squat, holding the front squat, I can hold it Olympic lifting style. My buddy Vince is Vince that's from POG. My buddy Vince in the background, the only other Asian in the gym. He's a pretty good guy. He's doing his own thing, and him and I get along pretty well. Just chatting it up, doing my social thing, wasting time. But I do enjoy front squats a lot. Wendler 531 calls for accessory workout. I don't see a lot of other people doing front squats with it, but since I've been going up in weight, in front squat weight, I've been just sticking with it, and hopefully I can hit 315 for reps here pretty soon. My last go around, I did hit 275 for 3, so who knows? Chatting up, wasting time, spinning the wheels. I think I've been talking about going on vacation. So honestly, when I'm exhausted, people would talk to me, and I just nod. I speed things up here a little bit. Yak, yak, yak. I waste a lot of time in the gym. So 190 for 5. Oh, one thing I did have a problem with coming in for today's session was my hamstrings were real tight. I did a pretty good deadlift session earlier in the week, but I don't think I stretched it out, and I think I did hit parallel on these, But front squats I usually like to go a lot deeper. So just gotta loosen up a little bit more better. Better word. Then I do 220 for 5. I believe I do that for 3 sets in total. And this one I don't do it with a belt. Actually, a lot of my lifts I try to do it without a belt. Try to keep my core strength up. And eventually, I do want to do a powerlifting meet, maybe next year sometime, April or May. So I need to get a powerlifting belt at one point, but I'm just gonna try to do it without the belt. Now that helps with the core strength. At the same time, my form would break down on the heavier lift once I get tired. It's a trade-off. If I could hit those heavier weights without a problem, that should be fine. Oh, already. But at the same time, I keep my core. It's a dilemma. I've been doing it without. I'm still fat, so it's alright. Now this is the last set. Getting a little tired. Also notice how I don't like looking at myself in the mirror. I get distracted. I don't know why. Just get distracted. Maybe with myself. Mind games, man. So freaking mind games. Yep, speed up the last set here. Yeah, I double over a lot. I gotta throw those elbows up, man. Throw your hands up. Yeah, I think I at least hit parallel on those. Accessory I like to do is leg press. Like I said, I like to throw in bodybuilding kind of exercise. And one thing that I do have trouble with, I don't have trouble really with coming out of the hole, is I have trouble midway to locking out. So I like to do overload training. Actually, in reality, I have to go up to 10 plates on each side with leg press. But what I started doing was I started going a lot more full range of motion. I went a lot lower, so like today I'm doing 7 plates on each side for 4 sets of 12, but I go a lot deeper now. So I try to feel out every single motion so that whenever I get stuck, I would know when I'm squatting. And with a foot positioning, I try to make sure that I'm in the same foot positioning as squats, because I mean, in reality, I'm trying to improve my squats. Knock these out. I used to do a lot of drop sets with these, but I'm just going to stick with straight sets these days. One thing I used to not do would unload weights. I realized, man, a lot of people they can't do that much weight anyway, even with 1 plate on each side. That's really hard for people. Maybe I'm growing old or something, maybe weak, but I'd rather not see people struggle with taking the weights off. If I'm using something, I want to clean up after myself. That's some PP of mine, people not putting the weights back. I try to put all the weights back. I used to be like, oh, you could do 2 plates, but I think that's silly. Moving on to leg curl. This gym is a really small gym. So there's only 1 hamstring machine. I mean, you could do other hamstring exercises, but for accessory, I like to do machine just to make sure I got pretty good form and kind of locking in motion. So for the accessory, I like to do 4 sets of leg press, 2 sets of curls, 2 sets of extensions, and for these, I like to do the more contractional stuff, so I do a higher rep scheme. I forget what this brand was, Precur or something. It was Life Fitness probably, honestly. Trying to bang out 20 of them. Look at that, I don't even get full range of motion. Horrible. That butt just lifted up. Finishing off with extensions. Oh, I actually do calves after, but I don't know. It's pretty boring to film. It was 220, 2 sets for 20. And I'm not sure why, but the camera just kind of falls off. That's it for today's session. I start recording a lot more. But if I'm gonna upload the YouTube videos, I gotta have some kind of niche, man. What's up? I wish I had. I wish I had a really good lifting partner to make it a lot more fun. But that's it for today. And then I'll probably record less of accessory work or the big work. Just trying to keep myself honest with myself. Ciao.